right, I'm thinking we're live. Everybody tells me my mic sucks tonight, but I don't know how to fix it. So maybe they can talk more than I do. So I just posted the link in case anybody wants to join us. And we got George and Disturbed God, and this is Hefe. And we are on day 2 of the Stormrunner raid, and I think some people are quite enjoying it. Quite enjoying the fact that it takes a little work to get it done, and not work like grinding, but a little thought, a little clicking on the keyboard, a little clicking on with your mouse, and being very delicate with the way you do things. So
And a little grindy.
it's a little grindy just from the amount of time it takes to wait things out. And there's plenty of videos out there for everybody that are having a hard time figuring out what to do. And I'd love for somebody that's in the audience to that's using something besides Hellrace to join us, tell us how you're doing, and what your build might be, and things of that nature. Because those are the people I'm sort of worrying about as far as this thing. I know people are successful with it, but that's what I'm sort of worrying about is the people that don't have the Hell Race, don't have the firepower in order to get the Hell Race. So, and we just got joined by Raptor,
Hello.
and hey, and let's get going. Anybody have anything they'd like to lead with?
I want to hear Chris with the Ghost Crawler because that was an impressive little drive right there. That and I really want to see somebody do a vid with Tiger Sharks or something else because I don't have anything fitted. Like I only have one Tiger Shark that's fully outfitted, so I cannot do any other videos other than the Hell Race. And all I'm hearing from people is like, "Oh well, you got them all done up and have all the goodies on it." So apparently that doesn't count.
I've got an account with Tiger Sharks, not my account, a friend's account that I can use, and I can see how well I do in a 105 with them.
I would love to see. I mean, I would really like to see a video with Tiger Shocks or something else because honestly, the driving the 105. Once I figured out the little patterns and stuff to it, I think I can do it with just about anything that is set up with the right torpedoes, which is 88 range torpedoes, either Karens or Twisters. I just don't have anything other than the Hellrace. So, it'll take a lot longer. The DPS is much lower on the rest of them, and the driving is much slower than the Hellwraith. But the theory is that this is a skill-based raid.
You don't have to have the top tech to do it. You just have to have the skill to drive them correctly with the right build.
And I'm curious, I think you also need to have the right size monitor. What size monitor are you using, George?
I'm on a little laptop, man.
Okay, just checking. I'm on a little laptop at this point as well, and I have a hard time figuring out exactly when I screwed up until it's too late, because our torpedoes from the fire twisters look like you got to be blind to miss those. But as far as their torpedoes, they're a little bit hard. They're a little bit hard to see.
It's hard to pick them up.
And it might be 2 or 3 seconds later, that you actually see, you're going into,
Well, I think the visible range is also lower. I mean, if you watch, I think not the first video I did, the second one where I did it with 0 damage. If you notice, I actually zoom in and out a lot in the video because I was just having one. It's a difficult control issue, trying to stop and start and all that stuff, and then 2, it's there's such a very fine line where you can fire and where you are fucked that, pardon my French, but it really is such a fine line that you can't, like all my other raids, the last like 6, 7, 8 raids, I've been doing it, in zoomed out mode. This one I can't, not if I want to, mitigate my damage. It's tough, and you don't see those. You don't see the torpedoes that they fire at you until way after.
Yeah, that's why I threw it out there that people that have larger monitors may be having a better luck with this because then they can see the first time or two when they screw up, like, okay, I'm not doing that again. For
Yeah,
people
maybe.
that are working on laptops, I mean, you're reviewing it later. You're looking back at the tape and like, oh, okay, that's where I screwed up. But it's a little bit more difficult because they're way smaller than. If anybody remembered the Wednesday show where I showed you my summer photos, way smaller than that. Never mind. You have to remember the show if you know what I'm referring to.
Mm-hmm.
I may have missed that.
You were there, George.
I may have missed that.
Remember the fat guy
Anyway.
in the corner? That naked guy.
Yeah, I came in late on that one too.
No, I remember the picture. He was the fat naked guy.
Well, I'm glad I missed it.
Yeah. Well, it's not really me, but you know.
Sure.
Yeah. No. I don't even weigh 200 pounds, and I'm 6'7". I would have right at 200. So I don't think that's me.
So, on let's see, what was the other thing that we were talking about? Oh, the skill based raid. You know, I've seen such a I mean the numbers are really low. They're lower than last raid from what I saw. But everyone was crying and crapping that they wanted the skill back. They wanted the skill back. They wanted a raid that required skill. Look, man, y'all asked for it. Here it is.
Here it is.
I don't know why people are complaining about this shit because
you can still auto it. It just costs you a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
yeah.
It was asked for, and here it is.
Yeah, no, it's very good. It's almost kind of like doing the 75 Armadas with Apollos. You know how you just got to keep it right on that little edge of the range there, so they don't get you. It's almost like that. You can't get in too close.
No, man, I cannot even agree with that.
No,
not even close. It's
Yeah.
dude, driving that 105 damage free is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Oh, it's hard. I haven't been able to do it, but I'm not having a bad time. That's for sure. I'm liking it better than last. Hey, Danielle.
I'm done with my raid.
Yeah,
I was done 3 hours into the raid.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done too. I'm just taking a break, and I'm probably going to help out Alliance members.
Yeah, I'm sitting at almost 85 million points.
Yeah, I'm about 95.
I've only sat down twice. I'm only at like 55 right now.
I was going to do a 105, but the first one I peek is somebody's, and there's no retreat option, so I can't leave.
Ugh.
At least it's only like 10 minutes this time. Last time I think it was 15 minutes, so it was a lot longer wait time. I know I prepped a couple for a couple of people, and it was only 8 minutes when you got done, prepping it. It wasn't too bad. I'm liking it.
10 last time. I'm not sure.
Oh. Well, I'm happy. I got my Gamma. I mean, it's my first Gamma. Yeah, it was a lazy way to get it, but hey, I got it. So
noob.
A new base toy.
Yeah, and if there's anybody out there that's I asked before, but if there's anybody out there using Tigers or whatnot that might have joined us in the last couple minutes,
F8.
I'd love to have you on the show.
F8, you're really, really, really quiet.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I can barely hear. I have to turn it up for you and turn it down for everybody else.
Well, if you guys had actually been here from the beginning, you would have heard him preface everything with that. I'm just saying.
Sorry.
I can't help it that Google Hangouts wants to be a pain in my rump.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't get it until I got it, and that was when I came on.
So my volume is maxed out, so I'm gonna turn everybody's down like 20%, and so maybe it'll all even out. But I'm sorry, nothing's really. I'm using the same microphone.
Yeah.
Huh.
Brian.
Brian, what's up?
Hey guys. Check.
And we got Adam too.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah. Adam.
Hi. How are you doing?
Good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Just fine.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good.
Better than Hefe.
Whatever. Most of the time you can hear me. I have no idea.
Hefe, you were fine
yell.
two nights ago, and now tonight you sound like you're sitting at the bottom of a hole.
Ocean. Yeah. He must have got sunk or something.
All right,
Yeah,
who took
I
Hefe's
don't
voice
know.
box?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey Danielle,
For maintenance.
how was that that night fighting with that other alliance?
We won't even go there because
Stu says hi.
tell Stu he can shut up.
Yeah.
I'm not too pleased with Stu. And
Stu had a
then,
good run, I heard.
oh, he had a good run, but he didn't come in my base. But the simple fact is that now we're dealing with them stealing armadas from us. I'm like, really? Come on.
Pirates be pirates.
I know, right? Got to steal the rum from somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually had one stolen from me earlier, and it kind of ticked me off, but I was like, whatever.
You know what? If y'all were real pirates, you'd do it in one hit like I do.
Yeah, I know.
I had someone try to steal a 105, but he only prepped it more for me, so I took it and smashed it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. But no, I had like one ship left, like a quarter damage prepping for somebody else, and he just comes in and says, la la. And then he had a pretty rude remark after that. So I was just like, okay, you're Iggy, bye.
Why would you even talk to him? You just find his base, flatten him, and be done. I mean, or
I
actually,
will.
what I've been doing lately.
I'm not too much of a troublemaker.
No, that's not a troublemaker. Look, that's being a pirate. He's being a pirate. You being a pirate. And what I've been doing lately, the last couple raids. Well, actually, not the last couple raids. When was the last time someone stole a target? It was one of the Apollo raids. It was one of the Apollo raids. I went and friggin' I bunker busted his dock. I think every half hour.
Nice.
So
just a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, whatever. I just moved on and said whatever. I'll just go to a different dub and start opening there, and I haven't had a problem since.
Yeah, find a dead sector. I mean, we had the Alliance move to an absolutely dead sector, and I've not had a single problem.
Well, yeah, there's plenty of them in the 200s, so I think like our sector, the 200s, is like the only one that's orange all the time. But other than that, no.
So, what does everybody think about the targets making subs binary again? Like Brian, you just tried a 105, did you not?
Yeah, it was my best so far, 2 hours 5. The very first the first 105 I tried, like I almost died, like legit almost died. But I've been
how many
4 Hell
Race
Race.
Okay.
4 Hell Race, fully ranked, 9x, 5 Twister, 2x Sharon. So it's not like your build where you have the super powered all the fire twisters, but it does all right. I've been getting better because like I didn't go on the preview. I don't know how these targets work, and then I saw how they work and adjusted. And It's getting better every time.
Did the videos help at all?
Lots. I know the route. I just need to execute properly.
Yeah.
So you think it really is? It's more timing and angle of attack and stuff rather than brute force.
Yeah.
So it is skill, right?
Definitely. It's like 90% skill and like 10% the weapons I use.
Do your subs stack?
Mine do.
Sometimes.
There's an issue with the stacking. There's definitely an issue with the stacking. You can see it in that second vid, because I think Doom did a live run today. Doom did a live run today, and even his. I mean, dude, he's playing at Kickseye, and his weren't stacking. And I was like, look, man, you can see it in my video, because there are times I have mine stacked, but there are times if you watch, there's only 1 or 2 subs firing, because I couldn't move them anymore because they were already in range, you know.
Oh, that's okay. That makes me feel better, because I thought like it had to do with the placement of where the weapons were on your ship relative to the target, but no, because they look like they're stacked, and I get like 8 torps. I'm like, what is this? That should be dead.
If you pay attention and you look very closely, you notice that what's worse, there's a lag. It's like you inch it a little bit forward, okay, then there's one behind, and then when you try and move it, all of them just jumped right into range. There's kind of like a millisecond lag on the server, which is horrible, to be honest.
So I have a satellite connection that gets 360 kilobytes per second on a good day. So let's talk about lag, you guys.
Shit.
I got like 7.
I think it's a kick-size server thing. The load during the raid is causing the lag. I don't think it's. I mean, come on, man. I mean, we've all been playing this game for ages, and you got people with.
No, look, there's been a stacking issue for a while because I noticed it in 75s when I took out 4 Apollos instead of doing it with 1 or 2 at a time. The stacking issue has been going on for a while, and they explained it away a couple months ago, saying that it was the way that your computer connects to their servers because each individual ship is moving rather than a group. And I think it's just a little bit worse now, but you know, I don't know if the lag was as bad as everyone's saying. And I'll tell you this: it took me to get that perfect run today. It took me 5 tries. I ran 5 targets today. The 5th one was that one, but the other 4 were anywhere from I think like 14 minutes or 4. No, one was 4 minutes because I got hit by a chain gun or something. It was like 4 minutes to 28 minutes because I only got tagged 1 time, and it was just barely 1 time. And most of the time it was me either being greedy or impatient. You know, so I don't know that the lag is. I mean, there are times when it jumps, and I know that that's the way it's going, and I usually just pull my subs back and just wait and re-enter it or wait until I get better connection. But if you have a regular connection, the problem I'm talking about is the way that they're actually stacking. You can see that the firing rings are not aligned as you're going.
Exactly.
And when you're running 4 subs trying to tag, you know, one thing on this very hairline, minute spacing, you're boned a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's different than if you'd be talking like, because there's the oil slicks, and sometimes you overload, and this isn't that.
Then
Like,
you just slip and slide.
Even when I've had all of my rings basically overlap and appear as one ring and just try to move forward, I only see like one ship shoot. And I hear that it's like, your range is 88. And I hear their range is something like 86 and a half.
Yeah.
So if you drop a few frames, you're done.
Yep.
Unless you were at like the perfect angle. But even then, like, you wouldn't be firing them. It's just, it is so tight. And like, I can still get perfect targets or really good targets. Like I got a perfect 73 or something last night. But it's really brutal if there's lag. And if you're going to tell me there's no lag on a 5-year-old Facebook Flash game, I'm going to laugh at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I mean,
it is sort of ironic.
The A sets are a lot easier than the tier 6. I figured out. You know.
Well, I'll say this: when I drive, I'm
necessarily,
actually
man.
driving to the lag. You know what I mean? When I drive like that run, whenever I drive up to those targets, I'm actually driving not only to the target, but also, you know, the first couple seconds in there, you know, you can actually kind of get a feel for the lag that you got. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So
Yeah,
I think that's part of the whole engagement of the target. It's just that it's really, I don't know. I'm iffy on it. I mean, I had fun. I did have more fun than before, but it was offset by the fact that I had to slog through the damn target and had no blitz feature. I didn't have any of this other stuff. Man, last raid I could at least do the targets, 3 minutes. I just split blitz the thing, been done, and I was done with raid in 20 minutes.
The ironic part of this is if you are familiar with or have Googled the name of this raid and the application that has the same name as Stormrunner.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody else done that? It's a application to test your server load.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's
no,
fantastic.
I'm not making that up. If you Google it,
Depending how much you pay.
I mean, they do pretty well on Stormrunner actually because, minus 38% last raid, and I hear even less are doing this raid. So,
So this raid is more of a bust than the last one because the last one was horrible.
I thought this was easier. I thought this
I'll wait for the final, I want to wait for the final numbers, but from
This-
what I'm hearing, there's less participation, and that's a shame
Yeah.
because I think this raid is better than the last raid.
No,
Of course it's
definitely.
better.
I agree.
The last one was like it was slaving in the salt mines. There was no driving, nothing. You were just taking damage, farming damage, repairing, and
Oh.
that's it. It was horrible.
Yeah,
I-
no.
I've
Nothing you can do.
I want to
This
hear the
one's a
story
little
of
bit
the
more
first
engaging,
guy.
you know.
Yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot more careful. I want to hear the story of the first guy last raid who just got hit and tilted so hard that he achieved like transcendence and just went beyond the cloaking and calmness and was just like, I will split blitz and kill you all. Haha, take that, and just completely snap.
Hi.
And
how
I'm like,
you
wait,
doing?
this works.
Hi.
I
How
am
you
a-
doing?
I am
Oh,
a
yeah.
genius.
Bull rush it.
that Brian. How you doing, dude? I actually
But
have it.
you're-
I
But
have it
you're
in print
lazy.
too.
You're not prone to tell. You're just lazy. So you're like, whatever, let's do this. Ah.
Well,
Do
yeah,
it.
it's not. I
Done.
didn't
Bye.
think of it.
We're
I just
done
did
one
it.
day, 4 hours.
I
The
just
Leroy
did it.
Jenkins raid.
Just like a snowplow.
Hey,
Just
can I just tell
bye.
you, my if you look at the second video, my fleet name is actually Leroy Jenkins, just because of last raid.
This ooh.
What? Did he give you problems?
No. Do you know the reference for Leroy Jenkins?
No. Sorry.
We'll find
I missed that.
it. Give me
Enlighten me.
Someone find it. That's awesome.
Enlighten me. Yeah.
Leroy Jenkins.
It sounds funny.
It's hilarious.
Oh wait.
It's hilarious. We'll save it for the after show or something.
Okay.
But can I actually clarify something for people, because I am seeing so much of this crap on so many places right now. The yellow ring that comes up is not a cavitator ring. It is not a super duper friggin' thermal ring. It is not anything psycho special. It's not some crazy ass Kixeye conspiracy. The yellow ring will pop up if you are in a thermal, if you can be seen by something and you are in range of something else. So if you are, say, next to a Hulk and you enter its thermal range and you are in the range of the torpedo of the scout next to it, the ring will show up and you will get hit. It's essentially going, hey, you screwed up, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's
They
all it
get
is.
wrecked.
It's a range
It's
ring
the
that will show
bullseye on
up.
your head.
It's
Yeah.
all it is a range ring that shows up if you are outside the thermal of the firing ship. If that makes sense.
I'd never seen it. I don't know. I
had so many emails going, how come you didn't trigger this? How come they didn't see
Yeah.
you? And
I never seen
I'm
it.
I'm like, dude, it's not a special thing. It's not like I'm cheating.
Yeah.
I'm not hacking. It's that ring only shows up if you fuck up.
Yeah,
Pardon
don't
my
rush
French
them.
again.
You know, if you don't want to see the ring, don't rush them.
It's not rushing them. It's the angle of attack that you take. Like I tried to be clear on what I was doing in that video, because when I'm hitting things, I'm going at a certain angle in a certain direction at the same time when I'm picking off targets. You
I
know
heard
what I mean?
back, from the back is good.
As long as they're
from the
moving
side-
away from you, you got a better chance of getting away with it.
Yeah,
I
exactly. You don't
I
get
like the side better because you have a much better chance of not screwing up if you get a little bit of lag.
Yeah,
Because if you're
a lot
coming
of
from behind and you lag, you're gonna overshoot sometimes.
Yeah,
and you
oh,
bone.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people try to come in some sort of perpendicular fashion, like boop,
Yeah.
boop,
No.
boop, and you want to just like
Just the tip.
like as shallow an angle as you can get towards that target, so that your firing
Parallel.
will just barely touch the outside. Parallel is I'm not good enough to do that, but if you can do that, congratulations.
There is one instance, I think, a little bit past halfway, where I actually, because there's a bunch of places where I circle around to go a certain direction, and I actually circled around and didn't come in at the right angle, and I just drove off and waited till I surfaced and came back and did it again.
Yeah,
And I probably, if I ever get better at videos, I could probably start adding notes like that and explaining what the hell I'm doing. But
Yeah.
I just hope people can pick it up from seeing me do it.
it's an interesting part of like seat time and patience, and counting down your submerge timer. Like I've done it loads of times. You go in, you're like, I can get it if I do this right, and then you screw up when you have to turn around to leave because you'll surface and get shot. But it really is
People
about
actually, Do you
That's the
count
thing
down
about
your surface
Sorry.
time? I just kind of wing it.
I like not perfectly. I know about when I should leave because I surface at because it's 52 and that's like 9 minutes 8, and then I'm down at 9 minutes 1, and then I'm up at you know uh
Do you
10 or
use a
11,
flare
something like
gun?
that. Oh, what?
Do you use a flare gun before they dive in the surface?
A flare gun? That would be a handy distraction. Can we get a weapon that shoots flare guns? That just
Sorry,
like
dude, couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. Sorry.
that just like makes flat go towards the flare gun instead of your missiles? That'd be pretty cool. Be a little
Has
OP.
No,
anybody?
man. No, it's just that the thing about this raid, it's doable all in all, but you have to be a cyborg to actually sit down and do it in a couple of goes, because I could do 105s and I do them, but maximum twice, and then my concentration is all shot away, and then I start making all kinds of stupid mistakes.
Yeah,
That-
that's it
that-
right there.
that's when you do
After
what
a
I
couple
do
of them,
is
you're like, fuck this.
Yeah, exactly.
You like you suck and then you justify it to yourself like that's 2 hours I can go do anything else with my life, and then you go do that and you come back.
Did Hefe just watch the Leroy Jenkins thing?
No, I was laughing what Brian said that you said.
Oh.
And you make an excuse for it. Yeah.
I mean, that's I'm just like, oh, I'm dead for 3 hours. Let me go play another game for a while.
Is
But
Raptor
it-
paying
no,
attention? Did you guys all see that link on the side there? That's the Leroy Jenkins thing that we were talking about. It's hilarious. At least I think it's hilarious. I don't know.
50. Oh, that's right. I have the Mimicus. I'm not at 52 and a half. Oh, well.
But has anybody actually seen Scoria in action? To
No.
figure out. Okay.
No.
No, I'm really
No.
curious. I really am curious about the
an
math.
alliance mate of mine just built one with a couple of missiles on it, but it's not
Oh.
ranked, and it's only just a bare hull and a couple of missiles. But I'm not really optimistic about it, to be honest. It's a very niche hull, and I think you just need to.
No, the
For-
Scoria's
for
the missile.
blitzing.
Scoria's the
Yeah,
missile.
George, we did the math on the Blade versus the Scoria, and that is to say, I did it wrong and you were being polite, and then we hashed it out after and and came up proper. I just need to do time to kill calculations because
Actually, Brian, I have to admit there was a three-way conversation because I was actually doing it with Jeff at the time too, because I don't
George
do the
doesn't do
math
math.
ahead of time.
Yeah.
I'm a
I-
slow math guy. I don't do
I
it
have the
like you guys do.
preconceived- I have the preconceived notions. I'm like, this should be better at hitting buildings, so I'm gonna believe it and I'm gonna say it, and then I'm gonna be wrong. But
Yeah.
I need to do like time to kill for like turrets and stuff, because if there's a low enough time to kill, then the advantage on
Might be
the
worth
below
it.
half the advantage on below half health targets is going to be significant and matter at a certain health value, and I hope that's at least level 7 turrets. But on like level 6 with like 50,000 armor, you're
By
gonna
the time you
shred 'em.
get, yeah,
Yeah,
by the
you-
time you get to halfway, you're already there. I mean, what the hell? And same thing with the damage to a hull. You're looking at 2511 versus 2700. It's not that big of a difference. It's less than 200.
It's not, and that's good in a way. Like they're trying to do it with the whole railgun versus arbalest thing, where it's like the railgun is a little better, but the situations where the Scoria is better than the Blade are even narrower. It's not even better all the time against buildings. It's better against like half buildings, half health or lower. It's like,
Arbalists do better than
That-
railguns.
That's why I brought it up, Brian. I mean, I don't know that because this is the vulture, whatever, the vulture aspect of it.
Mechanic.
And I'm just curious if it's. I know George will tell me that it's going to work the same way against ships as it works against buildings, and maybe they'll fix it towards that. But I'm trying to figure out if it works that way now. That's what I'm
Yes.
wondering.
No, yeah, I already
It
asked.
should.
I told you I already asked.
You asked, but yeah, I know that if you ask Raykin, he may not know the same thing as the person that runs the certain servers, and it gets complicated because sometimes
No, he's
games-
gotten to the point where he'll actually ask for me, because if he doesn't know it, he'll actually ask for me, because we've gotten into like some weird math stuff on some other issues. So we ask now.
Yeah. 'Cause, I was the one that started asking about the once we went up to 75%, it sort of broke that with the Kickside people a while back. And then felt like I couldn't talk about it because the game designers had no idea that was going on. If you're following me, the 400% reload and all that kind of nonsense.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Years and years and years ago.
When it broke the point two, yeah. That's why they changed the damn rockets.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the fact that the game designers didn't realize what was going on as far as because everybody was like, oh, once we got up to 25% reload and everything looked cool, and then once we started going above that, I started asking them, this doesn't look right because we were supposed to get, I think originally up to 100% reload, but we ended up getting to 400% reload, and they didn't realize it. So they didn't realize it for a while. Even the game designers didn't know at that point in time.
Cool boy.
And so that's one of the biggest screw ups in the game.
And they ran with it.
Yep.
Look, it's in our favor.
Same with guidance. Look, they did the same thing with Guidance Scrambler. They did the same thing with what was the other one that we found?
Guidance Scrambler.
Yeah,
the Forsaken Researchable Evade.
Yeah, originally it wasn't a general evade. It was just supposed to be for missiles. And when we were playing with it, we found a couple of us were testing it, and we found out that it worked for everything. And for about 6 months, I think no one said anything, and then the M decided to share it, and it started getting around. I was so pissed. I'm still mad at him for that. It's just that's an old school reference.
And the other old school one was the fact that when thuds used to be able to fire underwater.
I don't remember that.
There's lots.
Holy crap!
There's lots of them. We won't go there though. How about that?
Yeah. There was all sorts of stuff that were going on.
Yeah. Way back when we were like 40s and stuff. Way back.
40s.
34s, and then we jumped to like 50 whatever.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I remember being like a 24, and that's when the gauntlet started, man.
Yeah. Why won't they die? Boy, he's a coiner.
The TLDR, if crits don't work against buildings now, they're gonna in like 2-3 weeks because otherwise the blade is always better, and that shouldn't happen. So no. I think that crits against buildings work now. I haven't tested
guys, if you take a closer look at this ship, you'll find that everything about it screams Vanquisher. I mean,
definitely.
Yeah, the Vanquisher has got 500k armor. That missile is supposed to do critical hits when the ship it's hitting is below, 50% or 25%? 50%. Something like that? Yeah, 50%. That's 250,000 armor. Which ship do we have, or Kix I ever made?
I just totally lost him. Did you guys?
Yeah, we all did.
Breaking up there. But he that's a great point. I think I'm a little concerned that in the future they're going to make more high health targets to make this thing better. Like we already have a quarter, because it was like 57,000 for turret 6, the armor, and level 7 is 250,000. Like multiplying basically by 5, and we haven't heard confirmed anything, but they're talking about OP9. If that has a turret level upgrade, well, what's the armor of that? 1 million?
Right.
And like that's going to be good, but then everything else is just going to be utter garbage, which I guess might be planned, but I don't like that.
Yeah. It's just another 12 days on each turret.
Well, we're
or
supposed to have another
alternatively,
defender in this.
Yeah, we have a defender and we have another conqueror, and I'm thinking that because of that ballistic reload, that the next one's going to be a ballistic hull, and then I don't know about the defender. I mean, this might be a package deal where they designed all 4 of them together. Who knows?
I threw that out to you a couple of weeks ago because they made the gamma cheaper.
Yep.
They made it available to people, so therefore I'm assuming that the next raid defender hull is going to be ballistic again, just because they tend to do value targets right before the point in time.
Yeah, but
that they re-release.
Is it really devalued though? Because we're talking about one shard is 5 million points.
Yeah, 4.5.
Well, last
versus 4.5.
month it was 5 million. Yeah, 4.5 now, but it's
as opposed to hitting those uranium, bases like what?
the dubs.
Yeah.
I got all of mine.
5 billion times.
I got all of mine out of the dubs. I got all of mine out of the dubs. I don't want to hear it.
I hate them.
Back in the good old days, but now you realize that ratio is no longer valid, correct?
And the gamma,
No, I still hit them.
The gamma still has its place in base defense. That, I mean, as long as people run vendettas, it's going to have a place. I think the defender hull isn't necessarily going to be ballistic, but I think it's going to be like
high hit
like
point.
It might have missiles. Yeah, high hit point definitely, like the Vanquisher, and be the how the Gamma is really, really good at and kind of okay at anti-missile.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the other way around because people are putting missiles on Furies. This has, we got the Spite and the Scoria. I don't know how high the flak or the anti-missile accuracy bonus is going to have to be because I don't know how flak evade works, if it's multiplicative or additive, but it's going to be up there.
Yeah, I guess you used the wrong term in devaluing it, but they're making it cheaper to buy.
It's been around for a while.
I don't know. I don't know if that's cheaper though. 5 million a shard is not cheap.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, but they have shards for it. I mean, you can buy it.
Yeah, as opposed to hitting the dubs, like, because
dubs are free.
Yeah,
whatever. But
damage, I don't know. I take a lot of damage.
So people have to sleep sometimes, and what you do is you go and you
bed. There you go. Brian's on it. Brian got it right there. Brian got it right there.
That's what I do. That's what I do. But that's.
Then they might as well be free.
Where's that nailed it meme? That's what we have to put up for Brian's picture right now. Nailed it.
People have to.
Do I have that shirt? Let me go see if I have that
shirt. Nice. Oh, is he really going to look? That's awesome. He's freaking hilarious. Oh shit. Oh, but anyway. So what else has anyone on the panel here done a target without Hellwraiths? Because I did do a 71 with a Tiger.
I'm doing a 105 with Tigers right now.
Nice.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hot damn.
There was some mad genius Reaper strats I saw in there.
Someone was hitting. Was it Chris? Were you the one that was telling me someone was hitting a 105 with Reapers? Or 70? No, 70.
No, I said I was hitting the 70s with Reapers.
Yeah, I mean, shit's doable. I mean, that's you just gotta. Again, everyone's like, you can't think outside the box in this game anymore, and you know what? People are still thinking outside the box.
Yeah, you can.
My Reapers are old. I haven't touched them since Dredges.
Wow.
Yeah, I got some friends with Reapers, and they're pretty wicked in the day. I hate how they start, surfaced, but...
Yeah, I do wish they changed that.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's also, if somebody hasn't hit them with Tigers, has anybody hit them with Cougars?
I've heard of people doing them with the Kudas.
I heard Cougars.
Yeah.
Cougars?
Where's the
slides?
Who does?
Where's the slides with Cougars?
I know you meant Kudas, but I heard Cougars, and I don't know if I was for that.
No.
Hooters. It's all good.
Cougars.
If you've watched the show enough, I didn't mean
want
Cougars.
my slides with the Cougars now.
You can just Google image it. Just go into incognito mode before you start.
No, I don't need to do that. I have Hefe. Come on. Although I don't the Star Wars things lately.
I don't think he just has PowerPoint open in a bunch of slides, just waits for someone to mention Cougars. Like, I have the perfect slide for this. Bang.
I would not put it past him.
Bug fix.
I wouldn't put it past him. Brian, why are you shaking your head, man?
Why did I do this?
Why did you shake your head?
I regret everything.
Yeah.
You regret nothing.
I mean, you can do these things with tigers. It's going to be fundamentally different because the surface dive times are so different, and it's a lot more punishing if you make a mistake. But if you have the right torpedoes, it should be fine.
Here's the thing about the tigers I'm using. They're a fleet that was given to this account by Kixeye. I haven't touched them, refitted them, or anything. It's just a Kixeye build.
Yeah.
See, and look, you know what? I'm just telling you right now. Hefe, can you lock onto Chris for a little bit? Because I just want, when people start watching this thing, I want to be able to see this. Because
nice and patient.
This is a Tiger Shark fleet doing a 105. It's not impossible. Nope. It's and honestly, Brian, I don't know if I agree with you that it's fundamentally different. I think it's fundamentally the same. You just have to take into account the different type of sub.
Yeah, that's more correct. Depending on if you have, I think the biggest thing too is Charons versus Twisters, clearing out drones, and like there are some ships that are really well stacked that you can hit the missile shooting, and hit the scout right next to it, and that is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, I love that.
I will say that I think if you the drones will die with just one Hellwraith on it. So if you want to do a quick refit, I think that's possible. I'm not sure yet because I don't know how to test it. I know with one sub of mine, it annihilates them before the rest of the torpedoes get there. So,
and Brian went with really well stacked, so I'm just listening from here on out.
I mean, it helps if they're really well stacked.
It always does.
But as we discussed before, that doesn't always happen.
No, seems like you got one, then the second, and then the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous, man. Chris's damn subs are stacked perfect. Mine would not do that.
Maybe it's just Hellwraith.
I mean, it shouldn't be, but you know.
Well, you know what? We've seen stranger things.
Yeah.
We have seen stranger things.
Yeah, and I got a buddy in my alliance. He's got a ghost crawler, and he is mad. He's like, "What in the hell? I am like done with this game." Like I told you should have got Hellwraith. He's having problems. I guess he's got a wrong build or something. I don't know. But you've had good luck with him, so.
I don't know because like I said, the ones that I had built, the ones that I'm using, I built for last raid. They're not optimized for this. Like I got on the test server, I didn't even adjust anything.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah.
I haven't adjusted my Hellwraiths either, and they're working awesome, the same as last raid.
Sorry guys, had a bad connection.
There you go, Adam. You back?
Yeah, I just lost connection.
No problem.
See, this is where I will pick off that.
Near the right side, the big one.
Get the Haitian or whatever. They call it the Haitian. Is that the name of it? Or?
Oh, is there another one on
Hades?
Haiti. There we go. There we go. Something like that.
Yeah, that's a really good tip for any target. You can get in close enough to shoot the big ship without it hitting you back if you're out of range of everything else. If you're out of range of the scouts and the drones.
Like if he came straight down right now and hit it, he's in the range of the torpedoes of the scout.
Yeah, that's why.
They're not that far.
Yeah,
never mind.
The torpedo range for that thing is huge. That's why they give you that yellow
ring. Right up in that corner, I heard is bad. I don't let them get up there in the first place.
It's gonna be tight.
Sometimes I'll like wait. It's weird, this strat of like waiting 4 minutes for the Hades to be in a good location for me to snipe it before actually sniping it, because a lot of times the drones will kind of circle around it.
Yep.
And don't do that. You will get hurt.
What do you got for torps on that there?
Those are Charons.
The Charons.
Man, they're not doing much.
It's one ship.
One ship. Sorry. And like, see, I'm used to 4. I mean, it's like one shot, that's dead, you know.
And the Hellwraiths have that big torpedo bonus, so if we switch to Tiger Sharks, we'd all have to massively adjust our. I can rush in and kill us in a volley.
Yeah, I think that these I think these Tiger Sharks are still at base level too. They're not ranked up.
They're at rank 15.
Yeah, veteran on it. Looks like veteran.
No, I meant like retro.
They're basic. I haven't done anything to them.
Yeah.
They're just a fleet that Kixeye gave her account because I didn't log on for a couple months.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know they did that with rhinos a while back. Also.
She's got those too.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, you're lucky.
Chris, you didn't record this, did you?
No, this is my testing. I've never run these Tiger Sharks before. In fact, I've never used torpedo Tiger Sharks. Mine are still antipodes.
I like the scattergun. I like scattergun Tiger Sharks. They're pretty
Base
fun.
hitter to the core.
Go prep some bases.
He's doing it.
Yeah,
Well.
if you can get a video of this, that'd be great. I would love to post this one up.
You got a video?
Yeah, I'll probably do a video tomorrow.
This is the video.
I can do one for no damage.
Yeah, but everyone frowns on putting videos of the other shows on other pages and this and that, and I don't want to get into that crap. I'd rather just have a video and be able to share it with people so they can see it.
I actually posted a video earlier on the VV page, and they took it down because it had my alliance name on it. Okay.
I mean, I just want people to see that, because here's the thing: is anytime you see someone else do it, you know, I had a guy that did the 105 for 0 damage with just 2 Hellwraiths, and I was like, man, send me the video. And I put it in the damn article because the more you see other people doing it, you know, you get your own ideas.
Yeah.
You see different pathing. You might understand some mechanic of the target better. I mean, you know, seeing it done is so much easier than someone talking about it or going, well, you should try this, you should try that. You know what I mean?
Of course. Hands on.
Yeah, I do 105 with 1 Hellwraith. It's much better than 4 or 5 or 2 even. You're a lot more in control and it's easier.
Yeah.
But the problem is I can only do 1 every 48 hours or something. And then I just lose concentration and forget it. I'm not doing this again.
It's easy.
I didn't put that much effort in something like this since college. No way, man.
It's easier to drive with just 1 or 2, but the problem is I don't have patience. So I did 1. I was stubborn and I wanted to do it with 4 because damn it, I'm gonna do it with 4.
That's
and
right.
2, I wanted to do it in 1 hit. You know, I like being able to 1 hit something and be like, okay, done.
Yeah.
And if you screw up with 1, you're gonna take a lot more damage, probably because, like, if I screw up with 4, my first volley kills the scout anyway.
Yeah, and you might have a few left. Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll take a salvo, but if you do screw up with 1, you might not even know you screwed up till the second salvo's in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then you're dead.
That's true.
Just bull rush it at that point.
I just put it up to my stubbornness because I was like, you know what? I'm even though I'm having problems with the stacking, I'm doing this. This is gonna get done. And like I said, it took 5 times, but I got by that 5th one, I had the whole pathing down to the point where I was, you know, if I messed up, the most I took damage was 28 minutes. So it's doable. If people just spent a day and just said, okay, let me figure out how to do it instead of giving up or getting frustrated or whatever, you know, spend the first day, figure it out, and then you got 3 more days or 2 more days to actually do it once you get it down. Because you know what? Every half an hour, I'm getting 3 million points for nothing. Sweet.
Yeah, free too. Can't complain.
Hit it, repair for half an hour, come back, hit it again.
Yeah, no, I always wait. It seems like raid always starts on a Thursday. I always wait until Friday to start it. And like I said,
you want schmucks like me to go and eat it first.
Well, you got a few others too, and you watch their mistakes, and you know, I got 95 mil. I'm happy. 1 day, maybe 4 hours on there. I don't know.
I spent more time doing. I spent more time getting that video put together today than playing.
Than the raid. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't really played the raid that much, but you know what I have played, it's counted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To draw attention to the video for a second, this guy is moving in and out, and he's taken out like 3 or 4 ships from what I've seen. 1 Tiger Shark hasn't taken any damage for quite a while. It's doable. Just
Chris, hey. Yeah, Brian, good. Chris is the guy that did the Ghost Crawler video, that he did the whole 105 without getting tagged.
The deep
Ghost
dive?
Crawler.
Oh, the 105 in a Ghost Crawler? I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to take a look.
Is this live?
It's good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah?
Who's doing this?
Chris.
Me.
Oh, okay. Well, very nice driving.
Disturbed one. Disturbed. What is it now? Disturbed God? What?
Yeah, the Disturbed God.
Dear God, yeah. Yeah, I've seen you post on the...
Name the same for crying out loud. And tell Ewok to switch his name back to Kyle for crying out loud. Every time I see Frank, I'm like, what the
He has to
hell?
wait 60 days to do
Ewok.
it.
Good one. Yeah, there's a lot of funny-ass names out there, ain't there?
I mean, it's a big target. This is the thing that people have to understand. It is one of the things that I am a little critical of. It's an S target. I shouldn't have to spend, this long on an S target. However, take into account it's a huge target, and you're doing it with something that they did not say you should be doing it with, because they did say this is the target for Hellwraith, and it's actually one step above the Hellwraith ranking. So he's doing it with something 2 steps below the target, and he's still doing it.
Yeah, he's doing awesome.
It's
taking him a long time,
Well, it's the tech is two steps at least below.
Yeah. Oh, there's no problem with that, but you could have had 3 done with Hellrace by now, But it's still awesome.
Yeah.
That is the advantage that we're offered.
It's not a matter.
Yeah, it's seat time. It's seat time. That's all. That's all. He's doing great.
Exactly.
He's doing better than I would do.
But Chris is showing.
How many times can you do this without making mistakes? Because that's what's really getting to me.
Yeah.
I have hell rates and I'm doing it. But I could do 2 and that's it.
0.
Depends on skill. I think Jeff's tried to say something. I was making him something.
But Chris is doing what he is proving the opposite of what I was worried about. That people with tiger sharks would not be able to earn Hellrace. And it appears, to me at least, that Chris is showing people that you don't have Hellrace, you can get them.
It's certainly possible.
And
it's just a grind.
I'll say this too.
Grind.
If you are out there and you need help and you need to get, like, you want the Hellwraith or you want this, if you want something and you do not want to spend a bajillion coins on it, get a damn Merc.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we've posted on the Merc page. There's people out there willing to help. Come and find somebody, because I can guarantee you they will be able to do these targets for a lot cheaper than you can. So don't.
What's a Merc, if you don't mind my asking?
Mercenary.
What are those?
Yeah,
Mercenary.
Somebody paying you pay them to play your game. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that I don't mind George doing it. I don't mind George doing it. I just don't like the fact that the game's come to this where.
Dude, it's been around forever.
I know.
It's prepping. It's forever.
What happens is people look. Here's the thing. If someone
games come to that.
Well, sometimes. I mean, if you want to catch up, sometimes, yeah, I have to agree. That's one of the easiest way to catch up. But here's the thing: if you're going to do this, right, and you don't have a lot of time, or you are stuck with, say, tiger sharks, and you got to do this, right? Instead of spending, an hour and a half or an hour on one target and like 20 gold per target, you find a Merc that'll come in and prep it, and they'll give you like 7 or 8 preps for 100 gold.
What's Merc? Like somebody that helps you talking?
Yeah.
I get it, but
you don't know how many people this raid I've had do that. I mean, I could almost live off this raid if I wanted to, but I don't feel like sitting here. I mean, seriously,
I've only had one person
$200 today. It's just like, no, I can't
send them. Hey, man, send them my way. Send them my way. I've only had one person this entire raid.
Yeah, no, it's awesome because you get them everything and you still have coin left over. But
well, you gotta understand it also takes time. I mean, if I'm going to run through it, I'm not going to do it the way I'm not going to do it with 0 damage because it takes too damn long.
Yeah, no, I don't either. I just
auto
the first run, it dies, and then I'll prep out the second time. And
I'll prep out with the first one. It's just that I'll take the damage and hit the. I have a pretty damn good reputation on the Merc page, man. I'm just gonna tell you now.
Yeah. No. I've actually I can't.
Still on there, right?
Yeah, I actually admin it.
I cannot believe the people this raid though. They're, I'll give you like $30 to get me like 15 million. I'm like, really?
$30. $30. I will get them all of it.
I can have that in an hour, half an hour, But I don't want to sit here either. So, hey, if you were in the 200s, I would definitely send them your way. But
I'm in the 300s.
Yeah, I know. You told me you're in the 3s. You're gonna come hit me the other day, and luckily you're in the 300. So
I don't do that.
no, not you.
I don't.
No.
I'm an angel.
Yeah, I know. That's what everybody says.
The angel
That
of
I'm an
death.
angel? See?
The angel of death, maybe.
No.
Oh well, two can play at that game.
True. But, so do we have any other topics?
Yeah. How viable is the Gamma now?
I think, like Brian said earlier, if people keep on running Vendettas, it's still a viable hull. I also think that it's not cheap at, just under, what is it, 45 million now
50
if you
mil.
get them all at that?
Yeah, it'd be 45 million if you
Um,
have 0 shards and you get them this rate and next rate,
Yeah.
and the price stays the same.
So I don't think that it's, I don't think that it's on its last legs or anything. I think it's still a very viable hull depending on the application.
So
I have 2 in my
do you
base right
think-
now.
Do you
Not
think
with 45 mil.
if they have it, do you think somebody should build that and try it in their base?
I'd build it
Depends.
as an anti-ship.
Look,
I mean, I have it.
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
say
had it.
I'm gonna say it depends because here's the thing.
Yeah.
My position has always been this: FM first,
Mhm.
raid and chores second, base stuff last.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, the
Because
FMM is the same, so don't have to worry about that. Right?
man, there's a lot of people that can't do the FM right now. I mean, I had I think 2,600 hits last week on the
Yeah.
on
No,
one-on-one.
it's easy for me. I have no problem. I have Punishers I can do it. I have Citadels I can do it. Harlock. So that's not a problem.
Right, but other people don't, and I'm saying
Yeah.
if you can't just blanket statement go, yeah, you know what, if you got a Gamma, build it right now. I can't say that.
Yeah.
Because
No.
my thing is what do you need first?
And there's
know?
also the issue of what's the next defender hull.
Okay, so I have one with ballistics. Do I need to build another one for antis or no?
I have one anti and one ballistic one, but that's
And
just
how's
the way
that
that my
going for
base.
you?
As well as I'm actually kind of impressed with how well the whole thing's holding up because my base is over 2 years old, man. I am such a lazy bastard when it comes to that.
Yeah, I'm the same. I got an old base, but guards make a big difference in base nowadays.
I mean, it helps. It helps. I can't keep out, like, if Stu hits me, I won't keep him out.
Yeah. Well, if you get like 4 vendettas in there with all mortars,
I can keep 4. If it's a fleet of 4 vendettas, I can keep them out. I had one with Fury lead the other day, and I kept them out.
Well, I'm gonna build it then.
But Furies right now will walk me. Well, not exactly walk me, but I mean, I've had 2 5 fleets come in, and all of them I've killed 4 on each one of them, and they had 1 left at the end, so they won. I mean, I got flattened.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly walking me, but my ass lost.
Yeah.
I haven't been hit by a fuel furry fleet since I changed my base and finished my guard.
Yeah, but you
I've
play
only
with your
been hit
guard.
once in 2 weeks.
You play with your base all the time, man. I'd have no patience for that at all.
No, I don't ever play my base. It's always holes.
Oh, Chris is tweaking all the time, man. But then again, Chris goes out and hits like 20 fucking bases a night, so
Yeah, I only get my 5 every week, and that's it. Just alliance points, and I'm done. I don't like stirring the pot.
I think it depends for me. It depends on how I feel that day, or I don't know.
How you wake up.
Yeah. So that's the Gamma. Yeah, the Gamma is still a viable hull. If you are caught up on everything else and you are trying to tweak your guard, I'd build one. I like the anti one.
Awesome.
The anti one gives me some extra time to do some damage, and it keeps my cold snap alive a little bit longer. And
awesome. Unless they pinch it, they like pinching mine.
What, my Gamma?
No, people like pinching my cold snap and my glacial. They're kind of close together, so they pinch that. And
mine are completely separate. So
either that or they pinch my first Vanquisher, and that kind of sucks. They just drive by it, but they still die most of the time, not all the time.
We got anything else?
Yeah.
I want to call this the Dark Souls raid. If you're familiar with the game series.
Dark Souls.
Yep.
Dark Souls.
Because get good.
Get good, damn it.
I hate to just drop it like that, but that really is one of the best. This raid is more about skill and execution than a lot of other raids.
It is.
I really like what Kix did with this, though. They got a lot of mechanics from the Revenge Raid X+3 raid cycle last year after the Scourge, and they made them a little more viable. Like the priority targets are actually they're worth a lot of points, but you can reasonably go in and get to them without sacrificing a lot and taking a lot of damage. It you go in and out really fast. It it feels like quick fighting and it feels like ship to ship combat.
Right.
That they listened and I like it. I'm not good at it, but that doesn't matter. They did good.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chris, have you died yet? Or is that still the same damage?
No, I've lost 2 tiger sharks and I've taken damage on a third one.
But you haven't had to coin up yet, right?
No, I haven't spent a single coin yet.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, that's great.
Honestly, I would have taken damage on this one if I didn't rush that last scout because it was so low and I was about to surface, so I tried to rush in, run, and get it, and I just went into range of it.
All right,
And I
so
got a
anybody
lucky
that has
shot off.
tiger shocks, I don't want to hear it now because I just saw someone doing one. I mean, I'll admit it takes a long ass time and it's some seat time, but it's
But it's
obviously
doable.
doable. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you can go in right behind there and just tag that big ass ship right now.
Mm-hmm.
As long as
Yeah,
those,
I'm kind of
no,
watching
because
where the
those,
drones go.
yeah, the drones
Watch
are
for the
coming back
drones.
at you.
Yeah, they're going
drones are
too
gonna get
far
you.
over.
Damn.
That's fine. I can snipe this one as I go by it.
Mm-hmm.
It's another fun advantage of the well, I guess just raw firepower taking more ships in. You can plan on like the drone movement cycles and how far away they'll be. And
Nice.
just
Well, they're
run
gonna
in.
turn right now, and he can actually, because this is where I actually go in and snipe underneath if I screw up.
Yeah, he
Well,
can
I've
turn
got
around
that
now, but
scout
he's
there.
about to surface. So, well, not about to.
No, I mean, I usually go to the right instead of breaking left. I break right.
Oh, when you start the map and go under,
Yeah.
kind of the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good too. I mean, I've seen your second video, and I try to replicate it and don't do as well, but it's good, solid concepts.
Yeah.
Guys, does anybody do the priority targets in the beginning or
I do.
I snag one of them.
I do them
How
as
much,
I
how much
beat
points
it.
are they worth?
I honestly have no idea. I never paid attention to my points.
Um,
Someone said they were worth like 500,000.
I've never left them, so I wouldn't know either.
I
They
think-
always die on the
I
way.
just ignore them. I don't know. I just ignore them, but I don't know how much they're worth and how much damage they cost me. So I
They-
was just curious.
If you do well enough, they shouldn't cost you any damage. In the 70s, I've found they've been worth about 20% of the points in the target, and that's
Really?
because like
Wow.
I missed them all. Yeah, like I'd get well, it's not 20% exactly, but 73 where I missed the priorities, I got 400,000, I think, which is 50 short. I think that is, and I got 450 on a 75 where I missed them. So they're important, but they are reasonable. They're slow. They're not super tough. I have never gotten hit by one,
No.
and it's fine.
I just thought it was a Kicks joke, just had that little icon on there. Hey, get me. Seems like they're a lot stronger than the other ships.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
It's,
They are.
another 2 hits instead of 1.
I thought they were going to be, because I saw the priority ship. I'm like, oh, it's just like that last series where they move really fast and you can't get them, and they're worth like 5,000 points and nobody cares. But no, these are great.
They're actually worth, they're worth
Well,
points, and you can get them. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's. I mean, to get them, there's only a couple ways you can get to them.
But it's
You get
so
stuck on the
kinda-
right side. When I tried, and you try and drive on the right side all the way up to get them, but you get stuck, and I died.
didn't.
That's why I'm asking.
not all the way up
You can go,
necessarily.
if you hook right, and you go up the side, you can surface between
Yeah.
two of the scouts, and nothing hits you. And then when you submerge again, you can pick off one of those scouts, go all the way up, and you get everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll find a link to my vid and I'll post it in the chat so you can watch what I do. But that's
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Okay, cool.
I kind of come in from 6 o'clock and I go up the right side and service, and then come up, and you get them all. You get both hopes.
I mean, the one
Yep.
the one thing I'm curious about is
I didn't know the tab. It's a matter of its material.
the data mining people have been a little bit lax recently. What percentage of this damage do you think is plasma? Because
A lot.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's probably close to 50%. I mean, based on I have D5X
Brian beat
on
me.
mine, and I'm not even sure what the damage type is coming out of this, unless anybody has any good ideas on what the damage type is.
I only have how it feels, and I have like 95% explosive resist and 86% concussive resist, and 160 assault deflection, and one salvo takes one of my hell wraiths down by about a third. A salvo from a scout. So they hurt a lot, and that's 20,000 armor. So I feel like it's a lot of plasma.
Yeah, I feel like it's hugely plasma, which is however you want to take it. I don't love the fact that a lot of the damage is plasma, but if they told us up front, I think that would be a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did tell us. They told us the plasma was going to be in there.
Yeah, but
not the amount though.
Not the
This
amount.
rate?
True.
A lot of the other
Yeah.
times, plasma's been about 10 to 15% of the damage value of the target.
Yeah, I thought that they had said
10%. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they had said I thought Robert had said that it was a fixed 10%.
Maybe for the targets that he was looking at that specific time, but they did mention there being a slider and they could move it up and down. I guess this time they moved it up.
Yeah,
I guess-
no way. It's just 10%, and these torpedoes are very unforgiving. One mistake and you lose a sub.
Well,
Yeah.
look, if with one salvo from a scout, I take 28 minutes if both of them hit.
So if both of them hit 28. I will do some math.
And I
28,
have
that's quite good.
Let me see how much armor I have on mine. Hold on, I gotta find my damn build now.
Yeah, 'cause the only thing that works against it would be the assault deflection relative to, because we don't even know if this is mostly concussive or explosive or whatnot. But
Well, there's two different torpedoes. One's concussive, one's explosive.
I imagine they both have about the same. Well, actually, no, that's not.
Holy.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. They should tell us though. In my mind, they should tell us like what's going on there with the targets. I could be wrong, but I think that would help in the strategy for the players to let us know. Okay, this is explosive. This is whatever. I mean,
I have 12. Brian, I have 12,350 armor. By the way.
Well, but 28 minutes from 2 torpedoes.
Yep.
And that's raid time.
That's raid time.
That's quite good.
That's
So
raid
that's-
time. And my explosive defense is only 94% according to Kixeye.
So that's normal time. That's 3360 multiplied. I'm just gonna streamline.
You do your math. Yeah, you do your math thing. I'm gonna keep on listening to Jeff.
Whatever. I'll listen to Brian until he works it out, because
it's gonna be a bunch of modern. Just go on. I'll let you know when I found it.
Okay. No. I'm just watching. What Chris is doing and what I've done, because I know these tiger sharks don't have the explosive resistance or the concussive resistance that my other fleets have. My Hellrays do.
Oh, this
So
Tiger Shark. You're talking about the Tiger Shark fleet that he's using.
No. All this stuff I put together as far as watching what's going on, and I just feel that a huge amount. I'm guesstimating, but I'm guesstimating like 50% of the 30 to 50% of this is plasma damage, not 10% like we're used to. But it's cool. What they've set up is cool for the player. I mean, if you play it right, you're taken care of. As long as you're smart. But at the end of the day, it's like I would love to know why we're taking damage, how we're taking damage, and stuff like that, so we can defend against it.
Yeah,
We
dude,
have to-
you
we
don't
have
have to
to-
be smart to do this. You have to be a cyborg to do this raid.
R&D 30 is
Honestly.
10% repair modifier, right? Sorry.
I believe so. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
remember.
So-
We have to have the data miners something. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
What I'm saying is, Kix, shouldn't rely. Players shouldn't have to rely on the data miners. Kicks should.
Well,
Kicks should
that's a
tell us that.
long, yeah,
Well,
but
they should tell us.
that's
They
been an
should tell
argument for
us.
the last 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's just my opinion that they should be forthright on what these damage types are. Like, I'm sorry, go ahead, Brian.
Estimated amount of damage taken per torpedo. I did a streamlined 0.55 repair efficiency, tried to factor in R&D 30 and all that, and raid time. It's looking like you're taking about, I want to say 3,900 damage a hit.
Okay.
I want to say.
Wow.
Okay.
If you could get an exact armor number, that would be fantastic. But yeah, something like that, half plasma minimum.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's what they're really driving this raid on is the plasma because, I mean, I have, I don't know if you ever watched the the Wednesday show or whatnot, where I have D5X I have 3 depth D5X on all my hell rays, and I don't feel that I'm taking any less damage because of that.
I mean, in one way, it levels the playing field such that building to super high explosive or concussive resist doesn't matter as much after a certain point. But also, that's like, we have the ability to do this raid 100% free if we are cyborgs. And that is really detrimental. And I thought it wouldn't happen, but it happened. And that's how they counter it. If you screw up, you are taking tons of damage.
No, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I actually really like the raid. I'm just saying, as far as, you fuck up, you're paying for it, right?
Yeah, man, but I mean, it would have been better if the torpedoes were a little bit more forgiving. I mean, come on. I mean, if you look at it, you need 30 million points, which is how many 105s? And how many mistakes are you going to do there? I mean, they should have cut us some slack, I mean...
Adam, I'm sort of looking inside the details of that by asking, what kind of damage are we taking? Are we taking explosive damage? Are we taking concussive damage? Or are we taking plasma damage?
Yeah, it's unknown. It's unknown damage.
But it looks like a lot of plasma.
Yeah, I hear you there. I agree with you there.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much no matter what you do as far as defense. I think anyway.
If I feel like I'm taking too much damage, I drop a level. Like in the A's, a single mistake in a target, 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to what, 28?
So. Yeah, I was gonna say a tier 6 target, you take a mistake and you're gonna be paying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, is it worth it?
A lot more forgiving. Put it that way. I was able to do aces for free, actually. I do them for free. Got to hit 3 of them rather than 1. So.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes, George.
You see that chat?
Yeah, you're.
I didn't know if you were aware. That's all.
Yeah, the show's getting there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we could go to the after show where
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're just getting into the areas where I think people might, be like, okay, we're chatting now. Now's the time they might want to come in and chat, and that's usually the after show part.
Sure. Okay. Well,
I just didn't know because I mean I know you hate going over the hour, and we're definitely over the hour.
Okay. Well, I will.
I'm sorry.
I will. No, it's no problem. I'll just let everybody know. We're after the hour. I will paste the Google Hangouts for anybody that'd like to participate in this, and in less than a minute, I'm going to shut down the broadcast. So
you can come in here, Jeff and Brian, explain all the math stuff to us because we don't like doing it.
Either that, or you can come in and tell us how to do the raid. Cheap.
I'm doing it pretty damn cheap.
Okay, cheaper then.
With predators. If you
doesn't get much cheaper than that.
Predators. With predators. Is that what you just said, Jeff? With predators?
Yeah.
I want to see that.
They don't want you in.
Predators in the D63R skirmish troops from the TLC. Yeah, let's go.
There you go.
That'd be all good.
Learn about Leroy Jenkins. It'd be great.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, and you didn't show me that yet. But
Man, we
maybe in
posted
the
it.
after show. It's up there. It's up there.
It's posted on the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm not watching the chat right now. Sorry.
Our chat, you ding dong.
One job.
One job.
One job, and I can't even do that right. I
It was
know.
posted
For
almost
some
an
reason,
hour
being a-
ago.
for some reason,
I
being
did the
really
raid
heavy
good.
with my-
So I did something. I went to work today, so hey.
All right. I didn't have to mute them, but who's breathing heavy?
I don't know.
It's not me.
This
All right.
time.
Yeah, whatever. We're not
I
gonna
wish I
talk
could
about
hear
what-
him.
We're not going to talk about what I bailed you out of last night. All right.
Hey, that wasn't my post.
That was your post. That was your post.
It was a picture, and it was someone else's post on my timeline. It's not
Yeah,
my fault that they're a little bit freaky.
Oh, it's all your fault.
Whatever. Was I not a nice person for correcting your?
And on that note, folks,
night,
it's been a
everybody.
pleasure.
Good night. Have a good night.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
luck in the raid.
Alrighty, everybody. I'm gonna stop the broadcast. If you'd like to join us, I posted the links, and we'll see you on Wednesday.